The divine cosmic beings are real, and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and through incarnations. In Madurai, Bhagavan Somasundareshwara, Devi Parashakti, as Devi Meenakshi, came down from Kailasa and established the greatest enlightenment ecosystem. In Madurai, Bhagavan Somasundareshwara graced the people of Madurai with various miracles, and he stays in a frequency where he can immediately assume the human body and relate, answer your questions, respond to you, raise your being. The whole Shiva Leela Arnava in Madurai, beautifully Paramashiva reveals that every time when he assumes the form to manifest certain powers and grace the devotees, he exemplifies the expression of circuit of certainty can benefit from. Takes the responsibility for protecting his devotees and is always available to save them from total destruction. Lord Sundareshwara, Shokkanatha, as he is fondly referred to locally, responds to the calls of his people, of his devotees, through Leelas, which are the divine acts, making miracles happen, deepening the feeling connection with them, empowering them even when they forget to call on him. Lord Somasundareshwara assumed the disguise of a Siddha once to shower the people of Madurai with blessings and compassion. The Siddha, Lamvala Siddhar, wandered through the shopping areas by the supreme pontiff of Hinduism himself.
All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
To the Leelas of Paramashiva as he caused in Madurai to his own people. And same way, the Nayanmars, who demonstrated extraordinary tyaga, extraordinary stability, and will persistence to experience Paramashiva. We're going to see and listen from our disciples how Swamiji has been causing miracles in their life and how they prepared themselves to see and witness these extraordinary power manifestations happening in their life. So joining us today, first we'll be going with Sri Parasharananda. Nityandam, please introduce yourself, Aya. Are you able to hear me? I think your connection just broke out. I think there is some technical issues that Parasharananda is facing. We'll be coming back to him shortly. And while Parasharananda is fixing his technical issues, we'll now be going over to the next participant who's there, waiting to share with every one of us his very beautiful experience of Devi Parashakti. We have Vinayaka Shrikantaya, Nityanamaya. Please introduce yourself, Aya.
Nityanandam.
Nityanamaya, please go ahead. Yeah. Please introduce yourself.
So I am Vinayaka, as Swamiji calls Vinayaka Shrikantha. Yeah, so I came to know Swamiji in 2017. Actually, it is a very different experience. I was searching for a meaning of in the Ashtavakra Gita. There is one shloka, and I was searching for though I understood the meaning superficially, I was searching how actually to implement it. Actually, that is how it all started for me. And then I landed on one of the YouTubes of Swamiji. And the explanation was so clear, and most importantly, how to apply it in your everyday life, right? Like the process of completion, the way to just to be, all the unclutching, the way there are various techniques, but the way Swamiji put in that YouTube was so beautiful that I would say that was the way he just said, okay, come on, enough of wherever you have been wandering, just come over. And then this happened in October 2017. And then I attended Mahasadashivam in December. And nothing could prepare me for the energy darshan, the very first energy darshan.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was a really powerful experience. Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes I will break down. So what to say? Yeah. I actually, after the energy darshan, it was so powerful, and so more than powerful, it was a call to my being, right? So it was a very different experience. And when I started walking back, I actually turned and said, Swamiji, why so late? He basically said, come here. I went back and he said, I will take care of you.
Wow.
So at that point in time, the cognition that entered into me was, hey, all these things that I was waiting for is good. And in future, it is Swamiji who cares, right? What happens, I really don't care about it. That's it, right? So whatever has happened was for me to go to Swamiji. And after that, that's it. He's taking care. So that is that is a cognition I'm having. Yeah. So
great, beautiful. Yeah. And would you like to share any miracles that you would like to share with the viewers who are watching us live? Because there's such a beautiful cognition.
Yeah, everything from then on is very, like it is all about the cognitions. It is all about it's all about, for example, simple things like my job. I just means after that I said, okay, I wanted to basically there was some issues in the job, and I said, okay, let me change. It is not that I was very worried or anything. Okay, let me change. I said that I'm not going to prepare for anything of that sort. Whatever in the interview comes, I always have my Atmalinga, and I said, okay, I'll just take it out and just answer it on the fly. Whatever comes out, comes out. If it happens, it has to happen. I just prayed to Swamiji and I went there. So that's it. I got the job. So it has been like that, Aya. So it is just that, and my connection with him, my connection with Swamiji means once I started doing puja. So thanks to Swamiji, right from 2018 onwards, without break, I'm able to do it every day. So
wonderful, yeah.
So that is important, and I was feeling that. So slowly that that thing starts developing in you, that friendliness or whatever you want to call it as. there is a unique relationship between every person and Swamiji, right? Because Swamiji speaks for you, for your being. He doesn't speak for. It means there is a and so. And when the Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan started, it is at a completely different level, right?
Exactly.
The experience, the feeling connection, and the powerfulness that you yourself feel. You can see that. You can see Parashakti entering into you because you are becoming very different. It means there is a lot of transformation which is happening at a rapid pace, right? At a very rapid pace. The powerfulness, means the combination of being powerful and at the same time being in gratitude. I would ask all the viewers just to watch the Bhava Samadhi, to experience that. It is very different, because being powerful and at the same time being in gratitude is so beautiful. So that's what I would say as my experience with the Bhava Samadhi darshans of Parashakti.
Devi Parashakti. Wonderful, yeah. As you are like beautifully sharing right with us. One thing is that Swamiji connects with every one of us as a personal level. Whether
Correct.
he's revealing the answers to us or he's revealing the answers to someone else. But you know that he's revealing it to you. Like there is something that is much deeper than just the logical way of connecting or the logical way of our cognition that it functions. But it's at a much deeper level as you're sharing. And as you're able to share, right, like the most powerful experience that you're able to see is that your very cognitions change, your taste about life, the way you experience life, all of that has completely changed. And every single life that you, even the example that you gave with respect to how you just got the job. I would say the biggest blessing that one can have is knowing Paramashiva, Parashakti. Swamiji is with them, is there with them no matter what. That is the biggest miracle that anyone can have and can ever take place in one. That confidence that they exist.
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very, very well put. Very well said. I could not have put it in better words.
Yes, yeah. So I just wanted to go ahead.
Yeah, so that was means when I asked when I asked Parashakti, what is my Amma, please give me oneness, and the exact blessings I got was, you will have permanent oneness, forever oneness. That was the blessing I got. So I said, okay, now what else, right?
Beautiful, So I just wanted to reiterate this to our viewers. This cognition, when you know, especially among, there are so many things that we're looking at. We have the current pandemic that is going on. We have so many deaths going on. And irrespective of all of this, on an actual basis itself, you never know. You're going to have work, next moment you're going to be out of work, what's going to happen with your relationships. You have so many insecurities, you have so many questions, doubts, what's going to happen, where you're going to be, and all of that. But when you know, normally if we just have one person who can guide us in our life as a mentor, we'll feel, wow, so thankful to them. But when you know that, hey, Paramashiva is there, Parashakti is there, gods and goddesses are there who are directly embodying Swamiji, and they are guiding me, I would say that is the best experience that you could ever have in your life. And just like how Aya shared, even though you know you have it, but when Devi acknowledges it, that is something altogether completely different.
Yeah.
That is some experience that you could just do anything to just listen to those words from Devi Parashakti.
Yes. That is that especially that confidence on, as Swamiji says, confidence on Avyakta, right? Confidence on Vyakta is easy to get because you see, we as normal human beings, we see, but you really need a guru to get a confidence on the Avyakta.
Yes.
And with that flagpole, right, that is how the Avyakta, the confidence manifests. And so I would just say, it is just a roller coaster of miracles, right? So, I would request every viewer to, not to miss this beautiful opportunity, this great opportunity to experience this and internalize this and keep experimenting, right? In every second you want something, you can say, Amma, Tai, I want this. Give me. What else is needed? Yeah.
Yes. Great, yeah. Thank you very much, yeah, for coming and sharing. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with all our viewers with respect to they listening from Devi Parashakti or they asking their questions to Devi Parashakti? Anything that you'd like to share with them? How they need to prepare or what they need to do?
I think just be integrated. Yeah. Just be integrated to whatever you ask for. Be very integrated, because it is very important to think about what you are asking, to make sure that, hey, if Parashakti says yes, then you shall have just have that integrity and just that love.
Any connection with Devi.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
yeah.
that
Wonderful.
love.
So that is such a beautiful sharing here. Thank you very much for coming up and sharing with every one of us. A beautiful experience, your feeling connection, and how the very cognition of your life is beautifully evolved after you came across with Swamiji in your life. And of course, the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings, which has acknowledged that in your life. Thank you very much, Aya, for coming up once again and sharing with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank for Swamiji to providing this opportunity once again.
Wonderful, Aya.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that, Nitan, everybody, for all the viewers, so we listened from Vinayaka Srikantaya, who shared his beautiful experience of how he met Swamiji, and from then on, his life has been such a beautiful roller coaster of miracles, where he was able to create, manifest any reality that he wanted. And as he shared, the ultimate
his experiences with receiving the Akashic reading from Devi Parashakti. Nityanandam, Sri Parashara, can you hear me?
Yes, Nityananda.
Nityanandam, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us to share your experiences. Can you give a brief introduction, where you are and what you do, and just a very quick introduction to your journey to Swamiji?
Yes. So I've known Swamiji for the past few years. I did the first Adinavasi program, Sadasti Vatwa, batch 1 in 2007, and I've been a disciple of his. Back and forth every time when I had to leave India. I was always immediately returning back to Kailasa and back to Swamiji to continue living the Adinavasi lifestyle. And I met him through, yeah, and I met him through YouTube. And the moment, like I think within maybe a week or 2 weeks of finding out like about third eye, because that was like my main thing prior to Swamiji, was about like how to use the third eye and how to activate it, how to just know more knowledge about it. I saw the opportunity to go and live there, and at that moment I decided, well, he said this is the purpose of being in the human body, to be able to use the third eye. So at that moment I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go. And within a month I was able to manifest my flight, be able to manifest my visa, and be there within a month's time. And I've been going back and forth there since all the way in 2019, before the pandemic and everything hit. So the Parashakti Akashic reading that took place a few days ago was very intense and also unexpected, because when I wanted to ask something, I didn't know what I really wanted to ask. Like I felt, and I feel this in general, I feel like I've been given everything already with Swamiji being in my life. So it was kind of, it took some time for me to figure out like what exactly do I want to ask. Is there something that I don't have yet that I want to ask for? And things that came up. So I asked for healing and completion in relationships, so I can cause up those realities, and also for enlightened family in the future. And when Parashakti gave me the Datsu, I literally, my body literally started shaking. Like it started shaking vigorously, like if a dog got scared. And then after that, my body settled down and then it would stop shaking. And that morning, the morning after sleeping, when I woke up, I kind of felt nauseous. And I went to the bathroom to start my morning routine after my kriyas and everything. And I puked 9 times. I literally puked 9 times. And it was a complete, like when Swamiji says, like, and you can easily get enlightenment with a clean stomach. All you need is just a clean stomach. So in terms of like completion and everything that all the process that he's putting us through, when I when I hadn't had that experience, even though it was very intense for approximately 2 hours back and forth, it was very refreshing after to kind of have that very clean system, and for the rest of that day even consume anything, maybe just like some water or something. And but one of my favorite parts about this is two things. One is when Parashakti, when Swamiji went ahead and said my name, a few days before, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, that one time when Swamiji said my name, I wish I recorded it. Like aspect came from, because I only sent the message a few times, but because I created that space inside of me from all the training and everything that Swamiji put us through and process that put us through.
Something that we have seen time and again, that should immediately say, fear not, have no fear. And especially when the things right now, we are in a global crisis, and I believe you are in the eastern US, and you have seen that side of the hemisphere where there has been so many losses of life. And then in India also, there is a second wave that is getting hit. Now, there are so many people at this time who are looking to receive Devi's blessings. And Devi herself blessed whoever has joined, not just the people she is responding to in the questions, but whoever has joined will be protected. So just one thing I wanted to ask you, what did you do in preparation to receive the Akashic reading, to receive your blessing from Devi Parashakti?
So in preparation, I've been sleeping with the onion at the bottom of my feet every night. It's a very interesting experience because when I do it, you know that feeling when your mother is like trying to pop the pimples on your face and it hurts, but it doesn't hurt. It's like intense, but you can feel like quote unquote pain, but it's not actual pain. That's how it feels like. It feels like every single thing that could be not supposed to be there in my organs through my body is just being extracted through my feet. It starts like around 15 minutes, 20 minutes laying down. I could even be awake and probably just like scrimming around or looking at some of these photos or reading before going to sleep. And I would feel it would start extracting, I don't know what, but toxins, I'm assuming, from my feet. And of course, I make sure that I'm using organic onions. When I started, I didn't, and causing other people who either ends up joining Swamiji by me introducing them, or but I'm
Big zone